You're locked in to Wide Open Wednesday with Fred Fletcher and Nick Leach. Okay, kids, keep your hands inside the ride. It's going to get fun. Here we go.
Oh, there's one of our 11. Don Allen's in here with us. If you count me and Fred, that's 3. Earl sitting in the green room, that's 4. Evidently, we only have 11 listeners on Wide Open Wednesday. There's 12.
All right.
Phil Wilkes.
All right, we're good.
Can't wait to see Mr. Leary tonight. You won't see him, but you'll be able to read some of his text or what have you. Now Ryan's inviting all his friends to stick up for him. Ryan, we have no hard feelings towards you. Just not everybody has the same sense of humor you have. Just remember that. And welcome to Wide Open Wednesday as we get ready for a hot show, and I mean a hot show. Now, if you frequent Fred's Facebook page, his dog is doing a little bit of landscaping and rearranging his lights. So you may see that on America's Funniest Video.
Great.
Fred, first it was the pond, now it's the lights. What's going on with Dakota?
That's when she's a puppy.
Oh, all right, you're going to blame it on the puppy. You know, they
No,
make medicine for that.
No, puppies do puppy shit. So-
That's true. Puppies do puppy
And
stuff.
it was fun. I'd give her another one to have to make a video like that again. That was great.
That was great. That made my day. I saw that. I started laughing. Spit up my coffee. The whole deal. I said, "Oh, this dog."
And my dog, she's running around the backyard. She stole one of my landscape lights out.
Yep. Donna Kunkel,
Hey.
thanks for the moonshine
Yeah.
and thanks for the cards. Dog, I got the cards. First card on the top was my brother John. They used to make cards back in the day, K&W race cards, and dog found some in a store in a
Restore over
a restore
Langhorne. Yeah.
over in Langhorne. Now, when my buddy Rich died, he had a lot of collectible stuff, and they just cleaned his house out. He had no family members go over there and clean it out. So Jeff Bethman actually found a plaque that I made when I was in high school over in one of them restores. So I'm thinking a lot of Rich's stuff is showing up in the restores. And Rich had a lot of die casts. He had a lot of racing pictures, a
You
lot of.
go over and check out the Restore. It's where the old Langhorne Speedway was.
Well, there you go. and if you go over there, I bet you a lot of the stuff that's in there is a lot of old Rich Swangler stuff. All right. We'll say it once. We're only going to say it once. Tell us the new thing that's on our studio desk. And if you know who it is. Puppy will be puppies. You're right, Matt.
That is it.
Yes. You got to go on Fred's page now and see it.
I've had my share of puppies, but this one's definitely a character, and
The-
I love every minute of it.
And the coolest thing about going to Fletcher's is you don't see her until you walk up to the counter and she's like, hello.
She pops up.
She pops up on the door. And yeah, very cool dog. And as she gets older, she's going to get cooler.
Yeah.
So, Donna, where is the dog at? Is he sitting there with you? Hello, Nancy. How are you? Tell your sister to get a hold of me so we can get her on here. Yeah, so tonight, what we're supposed to do tonight is we're supposed to have Paulie Hartwig after he won his first rock race. Got a hold of him, been talking to him all week, actually. He's going to try and get a hold of us before he goes out for practice or time trials. So he is going to get a hold of us from the track if he can. I told him not to make it a big deal. If he can do it, he can do it. So we'll see what if he can do it. That would be cool. Tracy, hello, Tracy. How are you? Oh, she's your daughter. I apologize, Nancy. Well, tell your daughter to get a hold of us. She knows how to get a hold of me. I think she has my number. If not, she can get a hold of me through Facebook. So
So you're not smooth. You say, yeah, hey, you look like sisters.
Yeah, you look like sisters. Donna said he's going to the Restore tomorrow.
There you go.
You're liable to find all kind of stuff in there. If Rich's stuff is in there, he had a lot of stuff. So, yes, we have a new addition, and nobody has told me what the new addition is yet. So where's Nick Marco? He'd figure it out in a hurry. Now tonight we're going to start a new thing on here. It's going to be called Ask Earl. It's a new segment. I'm going to start off the segment when we start it. I have a picture that somebody gave me. Craig McGill, making me thirsty.
Hey, this is cranberry and it's Tennessee. So if you're still down there,
Yeah,
grab some of this old smoky cranberry lime moonshine.
Bring some butterscotch stuff back too.
And I got butter. I got a whole jar of butterscotch.
Well, yeah, you're saving that for later.
It's over in my office.
Yeah, we'll see. There you have
But
it.
there you go.
There you have it. You got. We'll be drinking that stuff. I got.
The only
some of
problem was it's so hot up here. I had to sit in the office and it got hot. It's warm.
Yeah, it got hot. It's warm.
And by the way, Craig, it's 100 degrees in here in the studio.
It's like tea. Yeah, pay the bill to the air conditioner guy, please. But I can afford to lose a couple pounds, I guess. So that's what we're going to be doing today. All right, we're going to bring the legend on Earl.
Good evening.
Yeah, and then we're off this week. Come on, Earl.
Man, you know, it's like I was thinking about this before. What have we had at Wall Stadium? 4.5 races, 4.5 racing events since April 27th with the weather and the cancellation due to the wind damage. Terrible, isn't it?
Yep. We got 11 listeners, but Ryan's only got 3 friends. Ask him, where's Leary? Ryan, tell your friends you're here. You just don't want to come on. Tracy Leeper, where's Leary? I don't know where Father Leary is. He's probably stuck in the church somewhere. But yeah, Earl, I mean, watch it be nice Saturday, and then we're all going to be mad. But I think it's supposed to rain Saturday.
It's going to be nice and hot.
It's supposed to rain Saturday, too. I think that's we're supposed to have a thunderstorm or so.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's hot out there now. So
yeah, what a shame with the weather again. It's ridiculous. And the thing is, it's not only Wall Stadium. Every other track has been affected one way or the other. So yeah, and even when some of these tracks have run, the weather's been so threatening. It's been hurting their, grandstand count. So yeah, let's just hope now after July 4th we really get rolling. So Wall Stadium's got some great shows coming up, including Hall of Fame night on July 18th. We're going to be having a lot of the drivers who have made history at Wall Stadium come back as special guests. And that's going to be a real neat night. And of course, Nick, I know you're going to be part of it along with myself and fellow announcers Gary and Jeff and Lee Greenwood. So it's going to be a great night. That's July 18th. Because we moved the John Blewett tribute race back now to August 29th. That'll be the new date of that event, the JB3 tribute race. So that'll be Saturday, August the 29th, leading into Labor Day weekend, not too long after. So that's definitely going to be a great race. We're looking at, I believe it's going to be 176 laps again. So that'll be good. That's for the open tour type modifieds. So that'll be the end of August. So big races coming up at Wall. So looking forward to it.
Greg said turn
no,
on the
no
18th.
shit, Craig. I turned it on when I got
turned it on
here.
when we got here, Craig.
And it went from 90 something. I think it's at 87 now.
Yeah, so we're working on that. But Billy Pouch Jr. won at Grandview, and Anthony Macri won at Grandview. 2 features that went nonstop.
Mm-hmm.
Good to see Macri get back in the victory lane. We're going to try and get Anthony to come on here. Today is Debbie Raymer's birthday. Debbie Rio Raymer. I've known Debbie for a lot of years. Today's her birthday. I wished her a happy birthday. And I also got her to get me contacts for Freddie Jr. Freddie's going to be on the show after Speed Week. So we're going to get a chance to talk to Freddie Raymer. Of course, we had Lance DeWeese on here. And we're going to try and get Anthony Macri on here also. So Earl's got some fans. Look at this. See that?
Hey,
all right, Earl, we're gonna do this right now because we don't know how long we're going to be able to have this guy. But hot off of his ROC win, we're going to bring Paulie Hartwig on here. He's all ready to go. What are you doing, man? What are you waiting for?
Just got off of qualifying. We're P2 right now.
All right, good. Congratulations on your win, and it just keeps getting better and better, don't it?
Yeah, we started 11th, and we had the good right rear, and we saved it pretty good, running those right sides into black and stuff, and we saved it to the end, and it worked out pretty good.
A lot of veteran drivers are giving you big praises, Paulie, saying how you're coming along and your skills are getting better and better with each race. That's got to make you and your mom and dad feel pretty good in your crew chief.
Yeah, it works really good. Doing this, this wheel and tour stuff is really different to us, and it's a lot more different than we expected. With these different tires and stuff is not as unexpected. So, it's pretty cool running with the wheel and tour right now, and with the tire situation, hopefully gets figured out soon. So, we ended up pretty good today. So, we'll keep going.
You're not missing nothing. You're not missing nothing at home because Walt keeps raining out, and then when they don't rain out, we have off. But Earl, what do you think of this kid, Earl? I mean, he's
Very
now
impressive.
you can see. You look at him now, and he's starting to lose that baby face now. You see that?
The one race that Paulie ran this year at Wall Stadium, he finished second on opening night, and we did run in the Sportsman main event. Paulie, great seeing you. And again, for our listeners who may not be sure where you're at tonight, you're at Seekonk, Massachusetts, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, that's for the NASCAR Whale Modified Tour tonight. And where did you say you qualified? How far?
Right now, 9 cars went out right now, and we're still third,
Okay.
and 19 cars are here. So
Very good.
not bad so far.
Now, is that the family car you're running tonight? Or
Yeah,
no?
and then tomorrow we're after this race, and we're driving all the way to Buffalo, New York, to run Lancaster with the RC Race of Champions.
Excellent. Okay.
When do you get to come back home?
I think we're driving all the way home tomorrow, and then running the Stage 1 Modified at Bridgeport on Friday.
Oh, okay, cool.
Very good.
Now, these rules that they have for the tires and all that, are they different at each track, or is it just for the class that you're running?
It's a lot more different because they just changed the left side tires, like newer, like inside the tires, and they're starting to figure out like what to do with the right side tires. And we went out for practice, we were good, and then we put on new tires, and then we were like wrecking free, and we were like 16th in practice the last round. So we're starting to get these new tires, and it's starting to get to us. So I think we're starting to get to them. So it's not bad like everyone else thinks, and we're just not giving up on this tour, and we're going to keep going.
Excellent.
Now, how many races in that tour do they have, Paulie? How many races do they have a year?
I think 12.
12. So I guess what you running as good as you're running, you got a chance to win the championship?
No, I don't have a good chance.
No.
I missed the first race of the New Smyrna because due to age and stuff.
Okay.
And I was turning 15 a couple days after New Smyrna. We DNF'd the first race. We DNF'd the second race, but our best finish right now is 5th.
So, that being said, now I knew Egypt not running. You were planning on running there too. You still got the dirt car and everything, right? How many cars you got now?
We still got the 2 dirt cars, and then we think we have 4 tour modifieds. We got a couple 602s, and yeah, I think it's too much, but my dad doesn't believe that. So, but
Right.
Your dad's a
with
racer.
him racing this year, it's pretty cool to see him back. But I think he wants to be on a track sometimes. But I respect that he wants to come back to Wall Stadium with new advantage. It's pretty cool seeing him run at Wall Stadium after 10 years. And
Yes.
I don't really like him on the track because with one mess up will get us, my reputation, what he has to think of at the end of the day. So,
Well,
I like him on the track and stuff. So
I think he thinks about that. I think he's come a long way. I think you've come a long way too. I mean, you've matured in leaps and bounds. I think you got a big future in what you're doing, and I think that's what your mom and dad are looking at. And you just got to get noticed by the right person. Right now, I know how much your mom and dad have invested in you, and it's not a bad investment. I mean, you got everybody talking, my man, and we're proud of you here. I know Earl's proud of you, and
Yes,
we can't
indeed.
wait to have you come back to Wall Stadium so we can watch you there.
yeah, I think I'll be at Wall Stadium July 11th on Saturday.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
I think
Good that
in,
you have me back.
I think in 2 weeks, and then we on that week we run Claremont on Friday, and I think it's New Hampshire. Drive all the way home to make Saturday Wall Stadium, and then we drive back to New York to run the Race of Champions at Shangri-La, and then we have a super dirt short track super series on Tuesday at Bridgeport with the 602 Crate Sportsman. So
Now,
That's
pretty
spoken like a true racer right there. you
yeah,
know?
a lot of guys
A lot
I
of races.
race. A lot of guys do the I racing. I know you do that too. Now the asphalt and the dirt. How do you psych yourself up knowing that you're going to be doing asphalt, you're going to be doing dirt? Do you change your? You have to change your style, obviously, but how do you get yourself psyched up in between them kind of races?
We're kind of shutting down on the dirt races right now. We are running rarely any races. So, with the biggest schedule we have this year, we're not really running as much dirt as we thought we were gonna. I think I'm running like one more, I think, at Bridgeport, and it's not really a big difference. Like, I like the dirt way better than the asphalt, but we run way better on the asphalt than we do with the dirt. But the 602 Crate Sportsman on dirt, we run good with. We're competitive to win, but when we go to the small block and stuff, like we want to go to Bridgeport with our small block, but I think it's going to be a disadvantage because we're running against the big blocks, the Wegners, and so I think we're only running one more dirt race, I think. So I really miss it running the dirt, and yeah.
I mean, your future is definitely in asphalt. You know that, right? I
Yep.
mean, that you have talent in both. I know you love the dirt. The dirt's challenging, but I mean, me and Earl and Fred definitely think asphalt is going to be his future. What do you think, Fred?
So I've seen him mostly race on asphalt. So
Yeah.
and I've seen him have such great success. I think he's going to do very well.
What do you think, Earl?
Absolutely. Hey, the future is endless there for Paulie, no doubt about it. No matter what he drives, be it pavement or dirt, any type of division. So Paulie, whatever you're comfortable with, and again, you're always welcome at Wall Stadium. You have a ton of fans.
Yeah, we always love going there.
Just be
When
in
I was sitting in the grandstands at Wall Stadium since I was a little kid, racing the quarter midgets around
right.
and winning a lot of races there, and always showing up to the big track, always loving it. And I always love going there. And now I get to see myself on the racetrack and actually competing.
Yeah, it's kind of cool when you get to race against a couple of good friends there, Ryan Coulthall and James Gould. So
Yeah.
Yep. You guys
Yeah,
represent the future here.
Yeah, your young guns are trying to beat the records at Wall Stadium, and beating all the older guys. So I think our focus is to hopefully get one win this year with the Crate Modified in front of the amazing fans we had this year already.
Oh yes,
and it's always loving going there and meeting everybody, and I think that's the most ever fans I ever saw. So
that's great. You're doing a great job.
Love to get back. Yep.
Yes, indeed.
Well,
Hey,
we can't wait.
at Seacon, when you're there tonight, have you raced at Seacon often? That's a very challenging track.
Yeah, I went here a month ago, I think, and then we practiced really good, and we qualified 15th, and we finished 14th with a tight race car, and
Okay.
it was good. So right now we're P7 right now out of I think 17 right now, and we got 2 more cars to go.
Okay, we got a good long race tonight on a hot night, so just be cool, take it nice and easy, and see what plays out. Right?
Everyone hydrate.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, just we appreciate you coming on. It was a short notice deal, and we can't wait for you to get back to some local racing. Now, all this traveling, what's the deal with school? How do you do schooling and racing all at the same time?
Right now,
I got out of school 2 weeks ago. And,
well, it's off season now, but when school is in.
Right when I go back to school, I'm going to miss that week. And I think I go back September 3rd, and I'm going the race on the 4th. I don't know where, but I'm racing somewhere. So that's going to be
Do
pretty
they give
cool.
you an option to have like a laptop and have your assignments on a laptop to do, Paulie, while you're away?
No,
or no?
My mom doesn't want me to go online schooling and stuff. I like going online schooling, but it is what it is, and all you got to do. I have really good grades. I was an A and B student.
That's awesome.
Last year, so this year I'm going to be a sophomore. So it's going really fast, and quicker enough I'll be graduated and being on the road.
There you go.
A lot of racers are engineers, so
Yes.
Get your education, do all that. Racing, one thing can happen and that could change. You got to have something to fall back on. Like I told you in the beginning, you're starting to lose your baby face now, and you're looking a little older, and you're doing big guy things with superstars. I told Briggs Danner the same thing. I said, you're racing against guys that are superstars, and now you're becoming a superstar. In our area, you are a superstar. You and James and Kool-Aid and the rest of them. That's what I call Cool Thol. I call him Kool-Aid. So, but yeah, you've come a long way, Paulie, and you're starting to get right in where you need to be. So hopefully somebody's watching, and you know that somebody is watching. There's always somebody watching. So just keep doing what you're doing, and keep your composure. And I watch you at Wall. I watch you on TV all the time. My wife knows who you are, and my wife don't watch many races. She's like, "That's the kid you talk about all the time." I said, "Yep, that's the kid." So yeah. So what's after this? What's after this race here? Where do you go from here?
We drive to Buffalo, New York tomorrow or tonight after the races to run Race of Champions at Lancaster.
And then what's after Lancaster?
I don't really think it's a real race, but I think Friday we're gonna run the Stage 1 Modified, and I don't know what we have next week. I think next week we have one off week next week.
Well, there you go. You get a chance to rest up and get in the simulator and do that. Last couple of times I talked to you, you were sitting in the simulator. So
yeah.
But all right. Any sponsors you want to mention? Anybody? Let me ask you this question: do you have a mentor besides your dad? Somebody that you talk to about racing that helps you get focused?
Bobby's a really good guy, and I talk to him a lot, and ever since he's been on this team's been on a rock, and the last 4 years he's been on this team, we've been actually really good. So he's one of the really guys that does everything for us, always out in the shop, and I've been out in the shop with him helping out the race cars. And last week I was out in the shop and we won that week, and he's like, I think that was good lucky being out in the shop. And then I went out here and I went out there again this week, and we qualified 9th so far, so I think we're gonna have a really good car tonight. And Bobby's really good, so ever since we had him, we've been on a roll.
Now tell everybody who Bobby is, his first name and last name, and tell everybody that don't know who Bobby is, who he is.
Yeah, Bobby Geiger Jr. He's been working with us for, I think I was 10, or 11. So ever since, he always in his camper studying and always having big notebooks. He has probably 20,000 pages of it, and so it's pretty cool having Bobby on the team. Ever since we had him, this team's been on a rock.
All right, well, we'll let you go. Get some quiet time. Get something to drink. Get yourself ready. When we get done this show, I'll go home and I'll watch it on TV. And good luck, kid. And thanks for coming on. We really appreciate it.
Everyone watching the show, watch on Flow Racing at 8 p.m.
Okay.
There you go.
Good work.
We'll be pulling for you, brother. Thanks, Paulie.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, brother. Thank you. Yup. What a kid. And
Yes,
he's
indeed.
growing up fast. All right, we're going to take a pause for the cause. Then we're going to come back with our new segment. Let's go here. And let's go here.
Who is all the rage? Sage Chiropractic. That's right, Sage is all the rage in chiropractic care. Dr. Carey and Dr. Mike will take care of you and all your back needs, and they specialize in other things too. Give them a call, 215-497-0700. They have all the equipment, all the stuff you need to get yourself in shape. They're the people that gave Fred his adjustment so he can drive his race car on Saturdays at New Egypt Speedway. They are our official sponsor of Wide Open Wednesday, so go see them. If you have any problems with your back or any other problems you think you're having that are related to your back, you got to go see Sage, because they're all the rage in chiropractic care. So see Sage Chiropractic. Their phone number is 215-497-0700. Go see Dr. Carey and go see Dr. Mike. Bob Drayton Incorporated has been locally owned and operated since 1955. Their goal is to provide excellent customer service and quality rentals to every client. They have a large selection of rentals and solutions for every project or every event you have. You can count on their experienced team for fast and courteous service each time you call them.
And they have a 24-hour emergency service, locally owned and operated since 1955. That's over 70 years, gang. Licensed and insured, free estimates available, 24-hour service, military and senior discounts, quality products, and an excellent customer service. Check them out, gang. They're located at 151 Big Hill Road, Southampton, New Jersey. Their phone number is 609-859-3629. And they race, that's right, New Egypt Speedway, Bridgeport Speedway. Bob and his son race the 4-cylinder class, and they sponsor the class at New Egypt Speedway. So when it hits the fan, he's your man, and whatever you eat, he's got your seat. They have a 1-800 number, and it's 1-800-521-2014. So whatever you need, give Mr. Bob a call, and he'll help you out. They are official sponsor of Wide Open Wednesday right here on Wednesday nights from 6 to 7 p.m. Mr. Bob, he's on the job, and you should be too. Let's talk about one of our proud sponsors, and that's Five Peaks Media, brought to you by Craig McGill, 668 Woodburn Road, Langhorne, Pennsylvania, Suite 201, the same suite that Wide Open Wednesday is in, and their phone number 609-577-7996. Craig McGill, we call him Magic because he creates the magic behind the Wednesday. Whatever you need, whether it's for social media, your business, anything you need. He's been with CBS, the NFL. He's done it all. He's a master at his trade, and he can definitely get the job done if you need anything done in social media. Why is having a director important? Greg will tell you why, because he does his best work behind the lens. Do you want your message out there to the world? You got to go with Five Peaks Media. That's right. Get a hold of Craig McGill. Come on over and see us. This is why we do what we do, because we have magic. That's right. We got magic, and we have a new segment that we're going to start. Let's open up this. Okay. Now, every week on the show, we have people.
Real quick, I want to answer. Was that Don that asked about my mom? And you scrolled down. My mom's doing better. I was trying to catch up to her yesterday because she has physical therapy tomorrow. So I was trying to get that scheduled. And she was out cruising around in her electric wheelchair over in the parking lot. So she's feeling better, which is something I wasn't expecting, and I'm pleasantly surprised.
What
So
about
thank you
Dad?
for asking.
How's Dad doing?
Dad is doing good.
Good.
He's getting around.
Good.
So he's still bruised up a little bit. So, and yeah,
All right.
we're good.
Good to go. And Fred's doing good too. He didn't have to drag anybody over the counter this week so far. So,
Monday was questionable.
all right, Monday was questionable.
It was a full moon.
And it was probably me who was going to drag over the counter. So
No, that was last.
that was last week. Okay. Now, every week somebody's on here asking different things about different people, and Mr. Miyagi's in the background listening. So we decided to start this. Now it's time for our new segment on Wide Open Wednesday. It's called Ask Earl. That's right. You ask and Earl will answer. It's time for Ask Earl on Wide Open Wednesday. All right, let's bring Earl in here. Now, Earl, I'm going to start this off with somebody gave me this picture, okay? And I'm going to put this picture up, Earl. I want you to study this picture. You need to tell me who the driver was, okay? There's the picture, Earl.
Put my glasses on here.
Put your glasses on, and anybody else can chime in also.
Boy, that's a tricky one. 111.
It's an old way back.
A local guy. He's a local guy from Pennsylvania, and his name is in the Daytona Museum down there. I got some clues I can give you if you need a couple clues.
Boy, that's great. That's a great picture.
Yes. He is the driver in the middle.
Was that like 1952?
I think it was.
51,
I think he
52?
50 in the 50s, early 50s. His son told me.
And dressed like my grandfather. So
Yeah, that's classic.
It is a classic. Now, he had sons that raced at Flemington, and he had a grandson that raced at Bridgeport.
Sons, you know who that looks like? Bill Tanner?
No.
No.
Close, but no cigar.
No.
Nope. He was known as Wild Bill, but it's not Bill Tanner.
Boy, that's a good one.
He raced at Daytona.
On the beach.
Yes. Yup. His name is at Daytona on the plaque down there with a whole bunch of other guys.
And he was from Pennsylvania around Langhorne.
Right around this area. I'll tell you where he was from. He was from Newtown.
That's why I was thinking Bill Tanner because he was from that
Right,
area. But
Downer.
no, I'm drawing a blank on this one.
Okay.
Great
I'll
picture.
give you some more clues.
Okay.
His grandson raced micro sprints and a sportsman car at Bridgeport.
Recently?
2 years ago. Doesn't race anymore. Sometimes he'll race the indoor series, his grandson. But he had 3 sons that raced at Flemington, Bridgeport, Windsor. Now, if I give you their car number, you'll probably figure it out.
Rochelle family?
No.
No?
Nope. The grandson's car was number letter X.
Oh, Janish? Mark Janish?
No.
Letter X at Flemington or Bridgeport?
X rated. And it's not Purcell.
I think you strained his brain enough.
Mm.
Hmm.
I can't believe that we stumped Earl Krause.
Yeah, you did.
I
You did.
cannot. That is Wild Bill Erico.
Oh,
That is-
okay.
Yep. Okay. Do you
Oh, that's
remember
great.
him now?
Yes, yes.
All right. Now
don't
tell me something
remember-
about him that I don't
Obviously,
know.
I don't remember Bill pictured here, actually racing, but I remember his boys competing. Yes. Yes.
That's Matt's old boss's dad.
Really? That's
Yeah. And,
that's
and
classic.
his son, Michael, is my boss
Mhm.
at Superior, who I drive for. His father was Wild Bill. And Mike said, I got a picture for you for your first segment with Earl.
Oh,
Let's
that's
see if we
great.
can stump him.
Tell
and
him,
I said,
tell him I appreciate that. That's good. I love pictures like that. Again, they're frozen in time.
well, that's what I
Right.
told him. I said,
Yeah.
I don't think it'll go that far. So I was betting on you, Earl, that it wouldn't go that far. And
I'm,
Mike,
I'm good, but there's ones that do throw me. This is one of them.
yeah, and Mike was in the chat room here, and I don't know. He must have got off. But yeah, Matt worked for his brother
Mhm.
Tommy, who ran a vintage car with Nick Marco.
Okay.
Won some races, and then Tommy Jr. ran a 600 micro at Bridgeport, and he ran the indoor series a couple of times, and he ran the X-rated car at Bridgeport, a sportsman car. So yes,
Very
so
good.
Mike, you owe Mike a beer for stumping you. So when we all
So, Mike, I appreciate it.
Take
And
one.
again, this is Mike's
What is it?
grandfather,
it's Mike's father.
father.
That's Michael's father, and it's Tommy's grandfather. It's Tommy Jr.'s grandfather.
Very good.
And the boys raced at Flemington. Mike was a crew member for Danny Heber,
Oh yeah.
and Michael Jr. is Michael's son. Michael Jr. is a crew member for Danny Buck. So yeah, pretty neat that he found this picture. He said, "I got something for you." Now, anybody else before we end the segment have any questions for Earl? Here you go, Earl. He's thanking you now.
Oh, appreciate that. Thank you, Mike. Keep the history going, man. That's
Yeah,
great.
that's pretty cool. He
Yes.
said, I got to know one for Earl. And I'm like, geez, oh man. And
Yeah.
it's funny because he looks like a young Mike because, of course, that's his dad. And they ran a trash business out of Newtown and stuff. And, I get to work with Mike every day. And I told him we were going to do this segment. He goes, I got the perfect picture for that. So,
And
yeah.
what always impresses me about a picture like this, because within the same picture, the same time frame, like you say, the late 1940s, early 50s, I could see my dad.
Right.
Like these guys, you figure just a very short time before they were fighting in World War II. And
Right.
here they are. They come back. The future is endless. They've got a stock car. They're going to race it. Just look at the way they look there. Like, hey, life is great, and that's the greatest generation right there. These three
Life
guys,
was simple.
greatest
Life was
generation.
simple.
Yes, yes.
Life was simple, and
Yep.
everybody got along, and
I see
it
I
was.
see like a lady standing in the background there, like
I think
you
that's
know,
Michael's aunt.
yeah, like she's
Yep.
enjoying the day.
Yep.
Awesome.
She's like, "Come on, we gotta go to breakfast. You're
That's
standing
it.
there in this dirty car. Let's go."
Got to
So,
get to the races.
but yeah, I gotta thank Mike for that. And
Nice.
Nick,
Cheated.
you noticed the car over there by the Flemington car, but nobody has noticed the new addition
This is the Earnhardt car.
on the stand. Nick, I'm surprised you didn't notice the new addition that's on our car stands here.
Want to take the picture down?
I'm surprised. So, all right, we're going to take the picture down, and if anybody has any questions for Earl, we'll give you a couple minutes. If you have any questions, we'll go to the comments here.
Yeah, this is the Earnhardt car.
I
One
want
of
to
my little
mention too.
Matchbox cars.
Nick Marco emailed me earlier, and Nick, I know you're listening here. Nick was talking with Tommy Elliott, the son of the legendary 4-time Wall Stadium champion, Tommy Elliott. And Tommy and Nick do iRacing, and they were racing in the Atlanta iRacing series today. Atlanta Motor Speedway, they're actually doing iRacing. Tommy finished 3rd and Nick finished 7th. And we understand that Tommy might be listening to the show tonight, and we're looking possibly to have him as a guest on the show in a couple weeks to talk about his dad. So, that'd be awesome. So thank you, Nick. And hopefully Tommy's listening, because Nick told him about the show, and he might be listening in tonight. So that'd be great.
Now, if you look at the cars that we have on display here, and you can see them, the one in front of the computer, there's Fred's car, and it's right next to Fred's car. That car was built by my brother Ken, handmade, all handmade from scratch. That is the Z8 that Eddie Mumford drove.
Oh, yeah, the orange crate.
Yep. My sister-in-law said, take this and put it on your show. It was in my brother's case. And speaking of my brother, tomorrow is his birthday.
Oh,
The
nice.
first birthday that we're not going to celebrate with John. But, yeah, it's not going to be an easy day for my sister-in-law. I talked to her today. Nancy helps her with the house. She's got a lot of things that she's got to get rid of that were John's, a lot of collectible stuff. I'm going to make a list, probably take some pictures. And if anybody's interested, you can let me know. She wants people to have them that'll enjoy them, that were into racing and into the stuff that he was in. So I'll let you guys know. But yeah, it was pretty cool to have Paulie Hartwig on here and talk to him. And right before the races, that's pretty neat that we get a chance to talk to him right before he gets to go out and race. So most of us will be able to get home and watch that and see how he does. I'm sure he'll do fine. I noticed that Briggs Danner was in Indiana for the BC 39. He did qualify for that. So, and that's a pretty lucrative race to be a part of with the USAC boys down there. But yeah, I mean, I think Mother Nature needs to get us a break. She needs to crash on her broom or something, or I don't know what's going on with that.
Hey, Nick and Fred, I see Daniel has a question for me.
Yeah.
Right here. There we go.
Okay, where was Old Bridge Speedway actually located? Thanks, Dan. Great question. Old Bridge, New Jersey. It was on Route 516, just outside of the Mattawan area. When the track was built in 1953, it actually opened in August 1953. Ray Brown was the first modified feature winner that night. And at that time, Route 516, a 2-lane county road, was actually the original Route 18 that led down towards the New Jersey shore. And later on, with road expansion, Route 18 was changed to Route 516. And that's where Old Bridge was. Again, roughly speaking, if you're familiar with New Brunswick, New Jersey, where Rutgers University is, the track is probably about 10 miles southeast of New Brunswick. But yeah, right on Route 516. And if you go down there today, if you put in your GPS, I believe the development is called Whispering Pines. It's a housing development, and it's right there in Old Bridge. And if you log in to GPS Whispering Pines, that's where Old Bridge Stadium is right now. The track was torn down early 1980s, and the housing development was built on that site. And what's kind of neat if you go into the housing development, pretty much like right near the beginning of the housing development, they kept the footprint of the home stretch and the first and second turn as part of the roads in the housing development. And I've driven on it. This was quite a few years ago. It really takes you back in time. You have to let your mind kind of wander a bit. But if you go down that road and you're going like in turns 1 and 2, you can actually see where the original tree line was from years ago. And it's kind of surreal to do it. But yeah, that's where Old Bridge Stadium was, Route 516. It's now the Whispering Pines housing development. Kind of sad to go by there. I go by there often, just, doing regular business and traveling around. But that's where I got my start. That's where I saw my first race, like 1955 with my dad. So, yep, a lot of memories there. Thank you, Dan.
Kind of like going by the development where Windsor used to be.
Yes.
You go by there and
Yep,
you're like, well, this is where
Yes.
where the track used to be, and now it's not there anymore. All right,
Yeah.
we're going to take a break, take care of paying some bills here, and we'll come right back. And if anybody has any more questions for Earl, think of them, and we'll come right back and we'll let Earl answer some more questions. How about that?
Up next, we have Fletcher's Garage. That's right, the main sponsor of Wide Open Wednesday, and they are located at 480 Hood Boulevard in Fairless Hills. Their phone number is 215-295-4931, and their motto is, if they can't fix it, it's broke. It's home of America's mechanic, Fred Fletcher, and he also does Need for Speed on WBCB on Thursday mornings. So keep an eye out for Mr. Fletcher, America's mechanic. Also, we have reliable consulting, sales, training, and marketing brought to you by Chris Bennett. His phone number is 215-206-9053. We thank all our sponsors for participating on Wide Open Wednesday.
Let's talk about transmissions for a minute. You want to get to victory lane, you can't be in low gear. You got to be in high gear. I'm talking about high gear transmissions located in South Jersey. That's right. We specialize in repair, refresh, and troubleshooting your Northeast Dirt modified transmissions. That's right, high gear. They specialize in Burt Generation 1 and 2 transmissions, and they also service Winters transmissions. It's home of the modified number 13P, driven by Anthony Tramontana Jr. They have reasonable pricing, quick turnaround. You can pick your transmission up at New Egypt Speedway or Bridgeport Speedway, and you can find them on Facebook at High Gear Transmissions. Now, these transmissions are serviced by a great tech, Anthony Tramontana Sr. You can give him a call at 609-385-3084. That's right, High Gear Transmissions. You know, the season-ending season, and you're worried about that transmission, you're worried about it getting serviced, why not call High Gear and get it done? They'll take care of your transmission. You won't have to worry about it. When you put it back in the car, you'll put it in gear, you'll go to victory lane, you'll be in high gear, and you'll be a winner with high gear. You got wheels to see better days. Don't replace them, revive them. That's right. Vibrant powder coating and wheel repair. Bent rims, scuffs, no problem. Vibrant makes them smooth and strong and stunning again. From the street to the strip, they'll make your ride shine like new custom colors, flawless finishes, and durable coatings that turn heads and handle heat. Give them a call today at 1-267-566-6842. They're located at 569 Unionville Avenue, Pendle, PA 19047. That's Vibrant Finish. For all you need in powder coating and wheel repair, they make your ride look sweet. So give them a call. Hey, let's talk about roofing. Protect Roofing, protecting your assets 24/7, emergency service and maintenance. Their phone number 609-832-8300. Maintenance and repair, roof replacement, new construction, safety oriented, quality workmanship, single ply specialist, bonded and licensed and insured, full service sheet metal, and multi-time winner of the ESP Carlisle Award. And it's home of the number 30T, driven by Rob Teat. So when you need your roof done, you got to get with Protect. So give them a call. Looking for a dependable garage door service? Call All County Garage Door. Family owned, serving homeowners for over 12 years with more than 40 years combined experience. From garage door installs and opener installs to maintenance and repairs, they do it all with honest, reliable service you can trust. All County Garage Doors is the proud sponsor of Lightning Leon Bauer
who is a micro sprint standout and a quarter midget standout, and a former driver of the week on Wide Open Wednesday. So, if you want all what you need done for your garage door, you got to get with All County Garage Door. They are in Pennsville, New Jersey, and their phone number is 856-812-8304. All your needs, All County Garage Door.
All right, we're back like a heart attack. Any more questions for Earl? Let's see. Earl? All right, let's see. Don Allen.
I don't see any questions.
I don't see any questions.
Yeah,
All
no
right,
answers tonight.
that's fine. But that's our new segment for
Fun.
Earl.
That was very good. That was very
Yeah, and I think Mike coming up with that picture was pretty cool because that takes us
Yeah,
right
yeah.
back when we do the time capsule and stuff.
that's great.
And, Mike's got a lot of that stuff, and yeah.
Well, that's what we always say. There's so many families involved in racing, so many generations. That's what makes our level of the sport so neat. That it's 2, 3, sometimes 4 generations have been involved, and it continues. That's great.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. Of course, Bill, you'll come in here and talk about drag racing, some of the nostalgia
Yes.
that he knows,
Mhm.
and it's pretty neat the stuff that he can remember. It's also pretty neat that I didn't think you would ever get stumped, Earl. I'm like, I told Mike, I said it won't go that far, trust me. And yeah, I'm very surprised.
It just shows that I am human.
Yeah, it just shows that you're human, or you're just sitting there going, maybe I ought to not know this. Yeah.
Hey, I want to mention too to Dan, who asked about Old Bridge Stadium, where the track is located or was located at the Whispering Pines development. If you go roughly 10 miles the other way on Route 516, heading towards Englishtown, New Jersey, you'll go right past Raceway Park, the Raceway Park drag strip.
Yeah.
Which, although they're no longer having drag racing there, they do still have, I believe, motocross, go-karts, car shows, definitely car shows. So that's in that same area, but they're roughly 10 miles apart. And as I recall, Raceway Park was actually built in 1965. And that's about the time that Old Bridge Speedway was starting to decline. It wasn't running regular stock car racing anymore after 1965. So kind of like when oval track racing was ending at Old Bridge, drag racing was beginning at Raceway Park.
Yeah, that's crazy. I've been to Raceway Park several times.
Yeah, I missed that place. Was there many times.
Have an excellent flea market there, one of the biggest around. And yeah, it's just crazy. We need to. I think maybe we need to ask God to have somebody that loves racing win the lottery big time, so they can buy some of these tracks up and do what they're doing. I feel bad for Fred and Pete now because they've invested so much.
The World Stadium,
done,
yes.
You know what I mean? And
yeah, like I said, we've only had 4 races.
4 races, right? 4.
And then a half, 1.5 before.
And a half, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we actually started racing. We were supposed to start April 27th. And here it is 4th of July. And we've got 4 complete races in. That is
But
ridiculous.
the enthusiasm is still there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's you got some of your haters. Me and Fred were talking earlier. I'm a season ticket holder and this. You're
gonna get taken care of.
It'll work itself out. Trust me. You know what I mean. But once we get rolling here, we'll see what happens. Now Matt's saying, read this, Earl. Was working behind scenes and did some mapping and looking at the aerial pictures, and was heartbroken. Was technically standing right in the infield, pretty much, of the drag strip at Englishtown. Matt.
Yeah, what was Matt doing behind Sam's Club?
Yeah, with dumpster diving, Matt. He said he was working.
Yeah, well, that's what they call it.
Dumpster diving.
And which track was that, Matt?
That would have been Langhorne.
That could be Langhorne.
Yeah, North Sam's Club is right here on Lincoln Highway.
Yes, Langhorne had a drag strip too in the infield. Yes,
my dad used to run the drag strip. But it's 55.
Oh yeah, okay.
Well, that's cool. Well, that's neat. Yeah.
Now there's a guy with a ramp truck over there off of what's that old?
Yeah, it's right there by that.
By the bank, by the TD Bank.
Integrity Auto Sales.
Matt said Langhorne, so
Langhorne,
we that. That ramp truck's pretty cool. It's a Ford ramp truck.
72 Ford. I asked about it. That was before I decided I had to sell my car, but
You
Yeah.
work for the guy with the ramp truck? Tell him to come off the ramp truck. It ain't worth $1 million,
you
man.
work for Integrity.
You
tell-
work. You work.
I used
for
to work
Integrity?
with Steve Juris.
Langhorne 8th Mile drag strip. Nick Marco saying.
My funny story. My dad used to drag race. It was 55, about the time I was born, and then years later, I put a 327 in my Chevy pickup with a Muncie 4-speed in there, and I was going down. I threw it in there one weekend. Going down Route 1 in Trenton, got on it, and all of a sudden it just shut off. I'm like, what the hell happened? So I called my dad, and I'm like, the truck just shut off. And he's like, hold on, I'll be right there. So he drove out there. He no lie, he looks at my truck and he goes, here, pulls an ignition rotor out of his pocket. Says, put this in there. That's what's wrong. And I said, how do you know what that is? And so,
Right.
he's going, I bet you were doing over 100. And I'm like, not me, Dad. Nah, he goes, you were doing over 100. I know. So we got talking, and he's like, you never put the bolt in the motor mount, so the motor picked up and the distributor twisted a little bit, snapped the inside of the rotor off. I'm like, how do you figure that out? The cap's still on there. How do you know that? He goes, I was at Langhorne. I did that with the 55. Some old man told me put a chain around the motor mount, so when it breaks, the chain backs it up, because I was doing the same thing.
That's,
Yeah, that's great.
He throw the rotor in, I drove away.
that's funny.
So that was my dad's Langhorne.
That's how I got my cheap first car. My buddy Jim had a 64 Impala SS. He said, I'll sell it to you, but there's something wrong with the motor. It don't run. He said, it don't run like it should. It's missing and carrying on. And I told my brother John, I said, Jim wants to sell this car. He wants like $2,000 for it, $1,500 for it. And I said, what do you think? He goes, tell him to bring it over here. So he brings it over. It's not running right. John goes, all right, tell him we'll give him $700 for it as is. So I go, Jim, my brother said, we'll give you $700 cash right now. So he goes, all right, I'll take 700 because I know it ain't running. There's something wrong with the motor. So he leaves. He takes his tags off. He leaves. John gives him $700. He goes, now go down to the auto parts store and get some points and a cap and all that and bring it back. So I go get the points and the condenser and new distributor cap. He puts it on. It runs like a freaking top. I drive to school the next day with my brother's dealer's tag on it. Jim goes, what's up? I said, you tell me. I said, this thing runs great. He goes, you didn't have to replace the motor or lifters or nothing? I said, no. I said, it was the distributor cap and the points. No way. I said, yeah. He said, oh, man. And I drove that car my junior year, and you could fit 100 people in the 64 Impala.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yep.
that was my first car, 64 Impala SS.
Yeah. But
Speaking about drag racing, I want to mention that too, that going back to Old Bridge Speedway, they had a drag strip on the home stretch. And on Saturday nights, of course, the Oval ran either Friday night or Sundays with stock cars. But on Saturday nights into the mid-'60s, they had drag racing on it was an actual legitimate drag strip. I think it was the New Jersey Timing Association, NJTA. That was the sanctioning group. And they were all local drag racers, basically running street type cars, but there were some that were actually like true dragsters, like AA type dragsters,
Right.
High performance, but it was pretty neat, very successful from like the late 1950s into the early 60s. See how many of our listeners may remember that. Yeah, that was neat, drag racing. My dad and I went there twice on a Saturday night. Of course, regular Saturdays would be at Flemington or Wall Stadium,
Right.
but 2 Saturdays that I can remember, my dad and I went there to see drag racing. It was neat. There was hundreds, it must be like 100 different local racers were there with their street cars, and it was really cool to watch. Very, very neat.
Now, Shirley Muldowney won her first race at what, Englishtown or at Englishtown, right, Earl? Shirley Muldowney won her first race, and if you watch the movie Heart Like a Wheel, it tells you the whole story.
There used to be a drag strip in between McGuire and Fort Dix.
Yes.
If you went down Texas.
Called Strato Rods.
Yeah, we used to sit down there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, my
was
brother
pretty
Kenny
cool.
ran there. I used to go get his trophies. He'd say, Nick, go get my trophies. There's a little shack. I know it as Strato Rods, and it was right on the strip, right
Yeah.
on the landing
It was
strip,
one of the old
Yeah.
runways.
one of the old runways. And
Yeah.
my brother Kenny used to race there, and can't find no pictures.
Mm.
I searched all over the internet to try to get pictures of my brother Ken's car, and a couple other cars. Speaking of drag racing,
Yeah, we used to back up Dad's truck up to the fence there and sit on
Yep,
the back of
yep,
the truck
yep.
and watch the races.
Yep.
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, the voice of Maple Grove,
Hey,
Billy
Billy.
Kleinsman. Hello, William.
Hi guys, how are you? In case you guys are wondering, it was a little too hot today, so I'm back inside the old studio. Thank God my alien friends are being good tonight for me, so that's a good thing.
So far.
Now, Billy, we were just talking about Shirley Muldowney. She won her first race at Englishtown. Yes, no?
Her first Top Fuel win was actually in Columbus, Ohio, the Spring Nationals in 1976. But she did win an IHRA Funny Car event back in, I believe, in the early 70s in Rockingham.
Okay.
There you go. You know.
Well, now the movie Heart Like a Wheel shows her at Englishtown. I guess that's where she started.
Yeah,
After she became a pro.
Yeah, she became she started local running the drag racing on the streets in Schenectady, New York.
Yeah.
Actually raced at Fonda, the famed Fonda track up in New York.
Yes.
Believe it or not, there was actually an 8th mile drag strip located in Infield that's actually still there, even though it's not operational.
Right.
But yeah, Shirley Muldowney started in the New York area and then eventually made her way across the country and became the legend that she is today.
Earl, I see you
Yes.
shaking your head going, that's my boy. That's my boy. He knows his stuff. See?
All right,
Billy,
we're
you had a
into it.
pretty good weekend last weekend,
Yes.
didn't you?
Yeah, we did. Unfortunately, weather put a period on racing on Saturday, so that's a good thing. But we did have 2 good days of racing on Friday and Sunday. We had a huge turnout of racers. We were very happy with the car count. But yeah, we're going to take this weekend off to celebrate the great country of ours, the 250th birthday of America. So we're going to enjoy a nice weekend off, and then we're going to gear up next weekend for the Pan American Nationals.
You got any birthdays, Billy?
Well, this week, I don't have any birthdays for this week, but I do have a couple important things that have happened in motorsports this past week. On this day, back in 2012, Erica Enders picked up her first career pro stock win over Greg Anderson in Chicago. Also on July 4th in 1984, the King Richard Petty with Ronald Reagan in attendance picked up his famed 200th career win. Also this weekend back in 2000, one of the Burton brothers, I believe it was Jeff Burton, won the final CBS NASCAR telecast that was broadcast on CBS, the 2000 Pepsi 400. So Jeff Burton won his first race on CBS, so it was kind of fitting that he won the final race on CBS. And then something that's also dear to me and Earl's heart, back in 1971, this weekend, the famed first ever Pocono 500 took place up at Pocono, won by Pennsylvania's own Mark Donohue.
Yes.
So that began the tradition of IndyCar racing that continued until 1989, and then they took a couple years off and then came back in 2013, and then that lasted until 2019. So hopefully me and Earl, because we both love IndyCar, hopefully Pocono and IndyCar can get back together, and maybe we can revive the Triple Crown once again. That would be nice to have.
That'd be great, Billy. Yes. Yeah.
There's no way. There is no way that these two ain't related. No way. No way. No way.
We're both
Hey,
announcers.
Billy,
Now,
how about Matty Gordon?
I was just
How
about ready.
yeah.
I was just about ready to say, Nick, I was actually going to text you on Sunday when when the news broke. But yeah, Maddie Gordon, in only her 10th start, ends up becoming, I believe, the 10th or 11th different female to win in Top Fuel, which began with Shirley Muldowney in 1976 at the Spring Nationals. The following year, Shirley Muldowney became the first woman to win a Top Fuel championship. And then in 1980, she won it again, and then in 82. And yeah, Maddie Gordon joined her father, Doug, in the winner's circle. As you know, it's very rare in racing that a father and daughter celebrate a win on the same weekend, which Maddie and Gordon did this past weekend. And then Ron Capps, her team owner and teammate, he ended up winning his 80th career Funny Car win and his first ever double up. So that was a very good weekend. And also this weekend, we almost had our first husband-wife duo win at the same national event. Sadie Glenn and Dallas Glenn almost pulled off.
Oh, neat.
With Sadie getting her first win in Top Dragster. Dallas unfortunately went out in round number one, not round number one, but the semis. So he came oh so close to having the first ever husband-wife duo to win at the same NHRA national event. And I also saw that this past weekend's telecast on Fox was the 6th most in NHRA history. I don't know if that's full out or if that's just with us since we partnered with Fox. But yeah, this weekend was a huge weekend for drag racing.
Very good.
Drag racing world.
Well, we appreciate you coming on, Bill. We're about ready to wrap this up, but get us some stuff for next week, and we'll talk to you then.
Will do, guys, and I'm going to be posting a link to both your account, Nick, and Fred's account. Tomorrow's the last day to vote for yours truly to be one of Drag Illustrated's 100 most influential people. So I'll be posting.
You hear that, Marty? Make sure you vote.
You
Bring it
guys,
on.
so you all can post a vote for yours truly. And in case you hear a lot of thunder going off in the distance, that's yours truly setting off fireworks this week.
That's great.
Yeah.
All right, Billy, be good. We'll
Happy
talk
4th
to
of
you
July,
later.
brother.
Thanks, Bill.
Happy 4th of July, guys. And
Yep,
I'll see
you
all
too.
next week.
Thank
All
you.
right, buddy. Yep. Well, that guy there never ceases to amaze you. Billy is a wealth of knowledge
Great guy.
when it comes to the
Yes.
drag racing stuff. And God forbid if we all get together, what stories we will tell.
That'd be fun.
Marty, I will be in the landfill tomorrow, so you will see me tomorrow. Play blocker for me. Make sure I don't get in trouble.
Hey,
Rig
real
standard, quick
real
time
I
at
wanna,
BC
I wanna thank
39.
Ken Kreider here. Ken Kreider just logged in there. Good friend, great Flemington Speedway fan, Ken Kreider, and he's listened to the show. So, Ken, good hearing from you.
Yep, there you have it. All right, Earl, we're going to wrap this up. Don't forget, hold on 1 minute here.
We
again.
do have to all get together sometime.
Yes, we all got to get together, and we just got to do a show from the Flying Pig and invite the people to come.
Oh,
out.
that's
we
great.
said, yeah,
Just
we gotta
wanna
work
do
it out.
that.
Yep, we got to
Yes.
do that. Don't forget, this is what happens tomorrow at 9:30.
Need for Speed is back with Fred Fletcher, America's Mechanic, on WBCB 1490 AM, 107.3 FM, 9:30 every Thursday morning. That's right, America's Mechanic is back on BCB, right where he needs to be, thanks to you, the fans and the sponsors, and WBCB. So tune in Thursday morning at 9:30. I'll be tuning in. I hope you will too.
That's right, tomorrow morning at 9:30. Need for Speed with Fred Fletcher, America's Mechanic.
You
The
didn't-
first caller will be Earl.
Yep. And then you or Nick, Marco, either one.
Yep.
But,
NASCAR.
you
Nick
didn't
or
have
myself.
a solar landscape light in Dakota's mouth on that picture.
No, I did not, but we can fix that. We can fix that. I should have put the
If
video up
anybody,
here.
if anybody wants to go on my Facebook page. There's a couple things down there, but yeah, you'll see what happened yesterday.
Yeah, go on Fred's Facebook page. The dog decided that she didn't like where the lighting was in the backyard, and she decided to do her own landscaping. First, it was the pond, and now it's the lighting.
Well, it's still the pond, and I just got
Okay.
it blocked off right now. She's fascinated with the fish and the frogs. 'Cause I got a regular ecosystem.
So I
But
took her-
I got I'm laying in bed the other night. My wife comes in. She goes, "Your dog has got one of our lights."
Yeah,
in
it's
his-
your
in
dog.
her
Your
mouth."
dog. Yeah. Your
I said-
dog.
I said, "That's my girl because she is Daddy's girl."
so we got to get her a pool, and we got to put
I am.
frogs in it and other stuff, and then she could just jump in there and maybe forget about the pond. Nah,
Nah.
that ain't gonna happen.
No, the pond.
But
Is, the pond.
Make
is
sure
like-
if you get a chance, you visit Fletcher's Garage. The service writer Dakota will help you out. You won't see her until she jumps up on the door, but she's very pleasant.
Yeah,
Very kind.
Kelly's off next week, so Dakota's going to be
Dakota's going to be the service writer, so might be a little paw prints on your stuff, but everything will be good.
it'll be right.
All right, gang, we'll talk to you tomorrow. Earl, you're going to call first. I'll try and call
Yes, indeed.
second. I'll be in the landfill, so I'll be local. And have a
NASCAR
great
Nickel
4th of July, gang. Great 4th
Yes,
of
have a great
July.
4th of July.
And God bless everybody. It's all about America, 4th of July.
Mhm.
And there's going to be a lot of celebrations out there. If you got a pet, make sure you cover their ears up because of the fireworks. And tomorrow, my brother John's birthday. So
Mhm.
think of my brother a little bit
No
tomorrow.
best to
Think of
John.
some of the good stuff, some of the bad stuff. Just think about him because I miss him so much. All right, gang, we'll talk to you later. God bless you guys.
Yeah. Get
Ugh.